Hello again, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Cogeco North Bay News, truly local television. I'm Greg Estabrooks. Indeed, International Women's Week was celebrated in a big way on Friday during the noon hour. Various organizations supporting gender equality joined together in unison on the overpass to form a human bridge.
Giant showcase of support for women's rights and looking at the status of women in our community. And it's a great spirit. Lots of energy, lots of positive energy. It's great.
You hear a lot of horn honks, so is each horn honk kind of like a support through noise?
Yeah, high five, right? We're with you. We recognize it's International Women's Week, and we want to see more equality in our community.
This is the third year going, so do you feel that this event will grow and more people will join, not just women, but men as well?
Yeah, it's an event that's open to all in the community, any member of the family, and every year we hope that we see more faces on the bridge.
Which speaks to equality and world peace, and a really important initiative. We're well represented by our First Nations community. I see some people here from our Indian Friendship Center, as well as members of the Domestic Violence Coordinating Committee, Amelia Rising Sexual Assault Center. So many organizations within our community do such a great job of supporting women in the community.
How can domestic violence be cut down here? Speaking with the police service, 3 to 4 calls a day for domestic violence, and how do you cut that down, keeping in mind it's International Women's Week?
Well, I don't think that cutting down the numbers of reports is the way to go. We need more people to report. We need to really shed a light on what kind of issue this is. This is a much bigger issue than what I think our general population recognizes. I think that because it's still quite hidden, that maybe we don't realize what an issue that it is across our community, and then we're not isolated. We're not isolated at all. Like, this is something that happens across every socioeconomic status, over every possible domain of our communities.
Are people afraid or embarrassed to come forward? Why aren't people reporting?
Well, there's a lot of stigma, right? So why are people not reporting? It can be any number of things. There's a lot of trauma that happens in domestic violence situations where it's complicated. Even leaving is very complicated. And oftentimes it takes more than one attempt to leave to be successful in disengaging from that relationship. So we as a community, we kind of, our society, we tend to see things very linearly. If something's happened, you take action and it ends. But that's just not the case when you're dealing with complex trauma that comes about from domestic violence.